Hey guys, welcome to another episode of our Ask the Roofer video series. I wanted to talk a little bit today about what to expect when you're getting a roof replacement on your house. So we've had a lot of questions over the years, and we've developed an infographic. You may have seen it online of, hey, this is what you need to look for. This is how you need to prepare for a roof replacement on your house. So pretty simple stuff. I wanted to go through it again just to talk about some of the reasons why behind it and how it developed. So we break it up into several parts, like what the homeowner needs to do, what we're going to do, what to look for at the end. And on the front end, before we come out, this is after the contract signed, after we've picked out all the colors, all that, the actual day of the work getting done, maybe the couple of days before, we realized very quickly that in tearing off a roof, when we tear off a roof, there's 6 nails per shingle. We didn't realize that, we knew that. But when we tear that off, those nails go everywhere, and you have hundreds and hundreds of shingles on your roof. So an average roof will have 6,000 to 10,000 nails in it, sometimes more for bigger houses. And those nails go everywhere. So especially here in the South, summertime, you get rain, your grass grows very quickly. If your grass is long when we tear off your roof, those nails get down in the grass. Now to collect all the nails when we're done, we have these massive magnets that we roll around on wheels, pull the nails up, but they only sit a couple inches off the ground. And if your grass is much higher than that, the grass is knocking the nails off as we go. The nails are so far down in that the magnet won't pick them up, and all sorts of things like that. So we noticed sometimes when we would do a roof where the yard wasn't cut back, a few days later they'd cut their grass and like, hey, I got nails everywhere because they're stuck down in. So we ask everybody before we come out, make sure your grass is pretty freshly cut, it's not wild and out of control, so that we can actually do our job and clean up those nails. Another thing, kind of a pretty obvious thing, is patio furniture, grills, decorative statues, all the gnomes you have spread everywhere. Those need to get put up somewhere where they're safe, because all that material comes off the roof. It's very easy for stuff to drop into the yard, and while we hang tarps and try to protect the property, it's just common sense and safer to get something fragile out the way where there's no risk of it getting damaged. So we asked for that, and we also asked for pets. If you got pets that stay out in the yard, they need to be inside. They need to be restricted somewhere where they can't be close to the house while we're working, because one, falling debris, again, nails, it's so easy for them to get a nail in their foot or start chewing on stuff and bite a nail. It's also very easy for them to bite our guys. We've had several guys get bitten by dogs, and it's not a fun thing. And fortunately, no one was injured, but it's still an interesting conversation to call a homeowner and, hey, one of your dogs just bit one of our guys. So we try to avoid that for our safety and for the animal safety. So those are items that the homeowner, you as a homeowner, would need to do in preparation for us doing your roof. Now, what to expect once we start working, you'll see tarps going up everywhere, especially if you got like flowers and bushes. We try to cover all that up so that it can't get damaged. Now, tarps being there, especially in the summer, creates heat underneath, and it could still cause some flowers to wilt a little bit for a couple of days before they freshen back up. But we're trying to protect from shingles or trash or anything falling on those and breaking them or killing them. So you'll see tarps hung up. You'll see protection around your AC units outside, your air handlers, or not air handlers, but your condensing units outside. So that as we tear all that roof off, nothing gets damaged. So we will tear the roof off down to the deck. There's some contractors that will do roof overs where they're putting one layer of shingle over your old shingles. We won't do that just because there's no way of knowing what condition your roof deck is in if you're not getting down to it. So we will tear off all the way down to the roof deck. So if you're there watching, when we're at that point, you'll just see your wood roof fully exposed. This allows us to inspect for damaged decking, for rot, for issues with the framing nails that are starting to back out, items like that we can fix so that your roof's in the best condition, doesn't have issues pop up because of underlying problems that we didn't catch. So see the whole roof get torn off. One thing I didn't think about to begin with, but as we're going up and down, our ladders, if you've got gutters, our ladders are going right there. So you'll see a lot of times ladder standoffs that fit in your gutter to keep the ladder from scratching up or denting your gutter. So roof comes off, plywood gets changed. You'll see the new underlayment, we call it, which is a felt paper or an ice and water shield or a synthetic underlayment, go down on your roof deck first. Then the shingles or metal or whatever's going back on will get laid out and installed. So that's the install process. That gets you through tear off, put back. Once that's done, during this process, your house, your property is a construction zone. It's going to look like a construction zone. If you think about how many shingles we're tearing off, there's typically about 70 to 75 shingles per 100 square feet. So if your roof is several thousand square feet, 2,000 to 3,000 is the average roof here in our area. You can imagine how many shingles have to get torn off and drop down off the roof to get that old roof off. So there will be debris everywhere. It will look very messy, but it's part of the process. So as we're finishing up, all that debris, all that trash is going into one of our dump trailers to get hauled off the site. And as that happens, and even as the new roof's getting installed, the cut pieces, the bags that the shingles come in, all that's going to be coming down and get cleaned up as we go. So once the roof is on, you'll see a very thorough final clean where we're getting all the trash from behind the bushes, from here and there, taking the tarps down, and then running those magnets all around the property and the grass and the flower bed and the driveway, just to make sure we get as many nails up as possible. It's not uncommon to have a nail get missed here or there. If you're seeing a bunch of them, then stuff definitely got missed. But again, when you have 6,000 to 10,000 nails coming off a roof, it's impossible to find every single one. But we've worked very hard to get 99% of them up so that there's no risk of a flat tire or injury or anything on down the road. So that's pretty much the process. Another interesting fact, when our shingles are hauled off, especially old asphalt roofing, we actually recycle those. A lot of companies just take them to the landfill. We'll recycle them. You actually see them on our roads later on. You won't be able to tell it's a shingle, but they get ground up and used for the base layer for all the never-ending road construction going on in our area. So another fun fact on that process. So that's it in a nutshell, kind of what to expect, why certain things are done when your roof is getting replaced. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this episode. Give it a like. Let us know what you thought in the comments down there. Share it if you feel so inclined. If you really like it, go to our page under follow. Click see first. That way you never miss a video. See it as soon as it comes out. And we'll see you on the next episode.